Today we are going to deal with a very specific point on chapter 6 deduction, which is relating to residential status. In examination, sometimes what happens is we have studied the theory part very well. We are also well versed with the limits which are there in the chapter 6 reduction. But the area where we are bound to make mistakes is the residential status. There are certain chapter 6 reductions which are available only to residents, and certain chapter 6 reductions are available to residents as well as non-residents. So this specific video, I am not going to teach you any specific chapter 6 reduction in detail. I am not also going to discuss on any limits of chapter 6 reduction. But I want you all to concentrate on the last column of this table, which is who is eligible for deduction. Because in this last column, I have summarized the chapter 6 reductions based on residential status. Let us start with the very first chapter 6 reduction, which is 80C. Now in examination, if they have given a question on non-residents, then sometimes they might give you that the non-resident has certain incomes in India, and that is why he is liable to pay tax in India. But he has also paid a life insurance premium. Now friends, over here I have written that 80C deduction is available for individual HUF. I have not mentioned the word resident over here. So it means the deductions under 80C are available to residents as well as non-residents. So friends, even in module there is a question based on this. So be very careful while solving the sums on 80C that even if a non-resident makes certain investments like life insurance premium, then even he is eligible for deduction, he or she is eligible for deduction under 80C. The same goes with 80CCC, 80CCD. Now very important area which I want to touch today is 80D. Now when you pay medical insurance premium for yourself, you get a deduction of 25,000. If you pay medical insurance premium for your parents, you also get 25 deduction. Now this is a basic deduction which is available whether you pay for yourself or whether you pay for your parents. But the point which I want you all to concentrate is on this additional deduction which is available only to senior citizens. See, if someone is a senior citizen and medical insurance premium is paid on health of such person, then whether it is you, spouse, or whether they are your parents, you get an additional deduction of 25,000. So this 25 you already get, that is a basic deduction. This 25 for parents also you get, that is also basic deduction. But if someone is a senior citizen, then you get extra 25,000. But friends, this extra 25,000 is to a senior citizen who is a resident senior citizen. So as far as this 25,000 and 25,000 basic deduction is concerned, it is available to residents as well as non-residents because the law says individual HUF. This basic deduction is for individual HUF. But when we want to claim extra 25,000 which is available only to a senior citizen, the senior citizen has to be compulsorily a resident senior citizen. So this is a very important point. They might give you that parents, either father or mother was a resident senior citizen or a non-resident senior citizen, and some 30,000, 40,000 premium was paid. So you have to take care that only if the person is a resident senior citizen, he is eligible for the extra 25,000 deduction. Then in 80DD and 80DB, see friends, over here there is no point of a senior citizen, 60 years, less than 60 years, there is no such criteria of a senior citizen or such. But in both the section, deduction is available only if the person is a resident individual or a resident HUF. So this is also an important criteria. Other deductions like 80E, 80EE, 80EEA, you must read the specific conditions in those sections. But in those sections, there is no criteria of residential status. It is available to individuals. but obviously there are specific conditions related to those sections. You have to fulfill those conditions. Then again friends, in 80 GGB, if donation is made to political party, the donation is allowed in 80 GGB only to an Indian company. In 80 GGC, it is allowed to others, but as far as 80 GGB is concerned, it is allowed only to Indian company. Certain deductions are not available, or you can say not in portion for CA inter-level, but I have made this video in general for everyone. Now the next two deductions which I want you all to concentrate is 80 QQB and 80 RRB. These are deductions which are available for royalty income. In both the deduction, the assessee should be resident individual. Otherwise, the deduction is not available. So, if the assessee is a non-resident, deduction is not available. Then in 80 TTB, the deduction which is available to senior citizens for savings bank interest and FD interest. Again, the senior citizen has to be a resident senior citizen. And last one, 80U, the person has to be a resident individual. So, if we summarize, that in 80D, for the additional deduction for senior citizen, assessee should be resident. In 80DD, 80DDB, 80QQB, 80RRB, 80TTB and 80U, these are the deductions in which the assessee, the taxpayer, the person for whom we are calculating the income, has to be a resident person. So this will be very helpful for you all while solving your sums and also in MCQs.